everyone, this is Harshil and today I am here with one more interesting topic of parts of speech, that is pronouns. And today we will be going through its all dimensions so that at the end of this video you will be able to understand that exactly what is pronoun, right? So the very first question arises that what is pronoun? Okay, so if you are able to see the definition here, so it's what? A pronoun is used in place of a noun or nouns, right? Common pronouns include he, her, him, I, it, me, she, them, they, us and we. Okay, now let us understand this with some examples. So here it is what, see, here is a sentence which is what, Luma is a good athlete. Okay, so if we have to introduce some pronouns here, so how we will write the sentence? So it would be like this, just like here it is what, we are using a pronoun she here. Okay, instead of using what, Luma, we are using what, she. Okay, so this is how it works. Means we are replacing Luma with the help of a pronoun she. That is it. Okay, now let us see one more example. It is, the beans and tomatoes are fresh picked. Right, now if we have to introduce a pronoun here, then how will we say the sentence? We will use they. Okay, we will use here they because here we are talking about what, beans and tomatoes. There are two things, right? So we will say here they are fresh picked. Okay, so this is what, pronoun. And what is here, often a pronoun takes the place of a particular noun. This is known as the antecedent. Now here is a concept of antecedent. For many of you it will be a new concept, so let us understand that what is it, right? So what is written here, that often a pronoun takes the place of a particular noun. Often, that is aksar, right? So sometimes what happens, the pronoun takes the place of a particular noun. Okay, this is known as the antecedent. Now what does it mean? Let us make it more simple. It is like a pronoun refers to or directs your thoughts towards its antecedent. Means it will direct your thoughts. Now how? See here. Okay, let's call Luma and ask her to join the team. Okay, her is a pronoun, Luma is its antecedent. Means what is written here, let's call Luma and ask her to join the team. Means we are asking to Luma, okay, to join. That is why. Now to find a pronoun's antecedent, ask yourself what the pronoun refers to. Means to whatever the pronoun will refer, that will be the antecedent. Okay, so that is all about it. What does her refer to in the sentence above? That is, who is the her? That is what, Luma. That's why it is that, right? So it was the concept of antecedent. Now there are types of pronouns. Now these are what? See, subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, intensive pronoun, relative pronoun, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and indefinite pronouns. Okay, so let us discuss them one by one. So the very first is what? The subjective pronoun. Okay, so now let us see what is it. Here is that a subjective pronoun acts as the subject of a sentence. It performs the action of the verb. The subjective pronouns are he, I, it, she, they, we, and you. Means what is subjective pronoun? It is that who will do the action in a sentence. So that we will call it as subjective pronoun. Okay, so let us see some examples. Here is the first example is, he spends ages looking out the window. Here the he, who is performing the action here, who is looking out of the window? It's he, right? So this is subjective pronoun. Okay, now one more is here, after lunch she and I went to the planetarium. Okay, so here also who is doing the action? He, no? So that is why it's. The next one is what? Objective pronoun. So let us see its definition. It is what? An objective pronoun acts as the object of a sentence. It receives the action of the verb. Objective pronouns are her, him, it, me, them, us, and you. Okay. So what will objective pronoun do? This will act as the object of a sentence. Now, how it can happen? So see, it's what cousin elder gave me a trombone. Okay. So here, what is the object here? Me is object. Okay. That's why it is saying like, and take a picture of him, not us. So here, what is it? Him. Okay. Now I think done. Let us move to the next pronoun, which is what? The possessive pronoun. Okay. Now possession, that is what? Own something, right? That a possessive pronoun tells us who owns something. The possessive pronouns are hers, his, its, mine, ours, theirs, and yours. Means it will tell us that who is the real owner. Means who is the only owner. Not real. We can say who is the only owner. Means that thing will only belong to him and nobody else is the other owner of the same thing. Right. Let us see how. So this is the red basket is mine. Now here we are introducing a word, right? This is what? This mine. So it's an possessive pronoun because here this word is what it's what doing, it's telling that it's only mine. Okay. And yours is on the coffee table. Here the yours is possessive pronoun. Those 4 suitcases are ours. So here is what ours are. The next one is reflexive pronoun. Now what is it? Let us see. A reflexive pronoun refers back to the subject of a sentence. Okay. The reflexive pronouns are himself, herself, itself, myself, ourselves. Okay. Themselves and yourselves. Each of these words can also act as an intensive pronoun. We will see that how it will act like that. So now firstly let us understand that what is reflexive pronoun. So what is it? What does it saying? That if I am a subject and I'm doing any work, okay, so it would reflects to me only, right? A reflective pronoun refers back to the subject of a sentence, right? So now how? See, I learned a lot about myself at summer camp. Now I'm talking about myself. Okay, that I learned a lot about myself. Here I'm talking about myself. That's why it is myself refers back to I. Okay, means myself, that is only about me, no? Not about any other one. That is it. So what is it? The other one is they should divide the barriers among themselves. Themselves refers back to they. Means they, what we can understand with they, that there are 2 or 3 people. Okay. If we have to understand, so we can understand like this, that they should divide their barriers among themselves. Means they may be 2 persons or 3 persons. So if they are doing any work, so if they will divide among themselves, so it would be easier for them to do that work. Means they are dividing only with themselves, among themselves. Okay, that is it. What it is? Intensive pronoun. Okay, so let us see what is it. So an intensive pronoun emphasizes. Okay, so what is this? When we emphasize something, right? An intensive pronoun emphasizes its antecedent. We have already discussed that what is antecedent? The noun that comes before it. Okay, the intensive pronouns are herself, himself, itself, myself, ourselves, themselves, and yourselves. Each of these words can also act as a reflective pronoun. As we have seen above, what we have discussed here. See, here also we are using myself. Okay, themselves, but it's in a different way. And what we are using here, it's to emphasize something. Okay, now how? Now see that I myself don't like eggs. Okay, now just focus on this line, that an intensive pronoun emphasizes its antecedent. Okay, the noun that comes before it. it's what? It's antecedent. So it's emphasizing now that I myself, means it's pressurizing that I myself, only me, don't like eggs. Okay, next one is what? The queen herself visited our class. Means the queen herself. Focus on this word. The queen herself visited our class. I myself saw the missing boat into the harbor. Okay, here is also this. Focus on this. You yourselves. This is also what? Intensive pronoun. Okay, let's move to the next. That is what? Relative. Now, what is relative pronouns? A relative pronoun introduces a clause or part of a sentence that describes a noun. The relative pronoun are that, which, who, and whom. So we can understand easily because we are very familiar with this word relative. That is what it will describe our relation, right? So what is it that our relative pronoun introduces a clause or part of a sentence that describes a noun? Means it will introduce that part of a sentence which will describe a noun. The relative pronoun are what? These are all. Okay. These are examples. You should bring the book to you that you love most. Okay. Means it's what saying that you should bring the book that you love most. Now here what is it? That introduces. You love most. Okay. Means here what is this? It's relating, na? This that. Right? So it's what doing? That introducing. You love most. Which describes the book. Right? You should bring the book that you love most. Right? A actor is a photographer who does great work. Who introduces does great work? Means who is, what we can understand with this who? It's actor only, na? But here we are using this pronoun for actor. Okay. It was all about relative pronoun. The next one is demonstrative pronoun. Okay, so as we can understand with its name, that to demonstrate something or to point out something. Okay, so a demonstrative pronoun points out a noun. The demonstrative pronouns are that, these, this, and those. Now see some examples. That is a good idea. Okay, that is a good idea. Means we are talking about the idea which is good. That is demonstrative pronoun because we are demonstrating something, we are pointing out something. Okay, now these are hilarious cartoons. Okay, these, only these, we are pointing out now some of these. Oh, right. Oh, this is my car. Right. Now that is a long way to go. All these. So what is it? A demonstrative pronoun may look like a demonstrative adjective, but it is used differently in a sentence. It acts as a pronoun taking the place of a noun. What does it saying? That it may also use as demonstrative adjectives, but it will be used accordingly as per this what requirement of a sentence, right? That is it. Now what is next? That is interrogative pronoun. So we know very well about the word interrogative. That is what, to question something. When we have to questioning, then we generally use this word, right? Interrogative, interrogation, that is to question. So what is it? An interrogative pronoun is used in a question. It helps to ask about something, right? When we have to ask something, then we will use the question words. That is it. The interrogative pronouns are what, which, who, whom, and compound words ending in ever, such as whatever, whichever, whoever, whomever. Okay, so all these we will consider as interrogative pronouns because we will use all these words to question. For the purpose of questioning, we will use them. Okay, just like what on earth is that? Which is your favorite movie? What's your name? What's your father's name? Okay, so all these kinds of it's also here that it may also acts as an interrogative adjectives, but it will be according to the requirement of a sentence, right? Now the next one is what? Indefinite pronoun. What is it? Let us see. An indefinite pronoun refers to an indefinite or general person or thing. Okay. Indefinite pronouns include all, any, both, each, everyone, few, many, neither, none, nothing, several, some, and somebody. Okay. So I think it's very easy to understand. Just like something smells good, many like salsa with their chips. Okay. So an indefinite pronoun may look like an indefinite adjective. The same thing will be here, that it may also act as an indefinite adjective, but it also would be accordingly, right? So now I think we are done with pronouns, and this was all about pronouns. And in the next one we will be talking about the adjectives, and there I will meet you with the new information. Till then, bye.